Jai Shri Mataji, today I am here to discuss a very important point that is about the Pitra Dosha. Various cultures, various knowledge, various forms of Vedas speak about Pitra Dosha. It is said that lack of digestion, the digestive fire which helps to digest the fire, sometimes goes into jeopardy and it creates a heat imbalance that slowly travels towards our lungs and creates acidity and hyperacidity, and all this form of acid gets created in our life and we feel poisoned, irritated, and a very stubborn and an arrogant attitude is created within us. And then we realize that we are losing in our career, we are losing in our relationships, we are losing in society, and then we'll end up going to take guidance or counseling from anyone, and we are suggested that we are suffering from Pitra Dosham or there is some ancestral problem. Now, what is actually the Pitra Dosham and how does it get cured? For example, it is said that what is the meaning behind the meaning, that is what has to be understood. So, Rama means responsibility, and the biggest solution to the Pitras is the name of Sri Rama. That means taking responsibility. We have to understand that when our loved ones have departed, we are putting our lungs into a pain, our right heart into a pain because of the emotion of sorrow. This sorrow leads us to radiate low energy frequency, and at the same time, we become irresponsible. We start blaming things and we feel that, oh, it's not my fault. For example, there was a doctor. He was asked to meet up the doctor's target by adding on certain extra blood tests, certain extra examinations, and then meet up the double amount of target. But he also was told that if you don't do it, you'll be kicked outside the organization. Suppose we are working at certain place, we are told to cheat somewhere, and then we say, oh, I had to do it. We are supposed to compromise at certain situations. Oh, I had no choice. But what is the honest thing? We always have a choice. There were so many queens in Rajasthan who performed Johar. They led their life to an end but did not do something wrong in life. That is what is the Pitra of the Adi Shakti. So we have to understand that the Pitra Devata is Sri Rama, and Sri Rama is responsibility. Many times in life we do wrong things, we take to wrong choices, and we say it is not my fault. For example, why is your career down? My parents did not put me to a good college. Okay. Why you married a wrong kind of a person? Why your married life is disturbed? Because my husband did not tell me his true colors, and now I see all the rainbows on earth. Then later we keep on blaming everything. Why is our career down? Because there were so many who studied in the municipality and are at the best positions. There were so many who had no education but are real achievers in life. There are so many who have life partners who are absolutely crippled but they have created a very happy family atmosphere. But why these things are happening? Because they have taken responsibility. They have gone to Sri Rama Tattva. Now we have to understand, when we are cheating ourselves, when we are not taking the responsibility, oh, it was Shrimataji's will, oh, it was God's will, oh, it was destiny, and where were you? It's a very big question that where am I in life? Why did you not meditate? I had some guests. Why did you not meditate? I was late from the office. Why did you not meditate? I was really tired. Why did you not meditate? There was no Wi Fi. So, all these reasons are just reasons of blame game. And unless we realize that we stop this blame game and take to responsibility, nothing right in life is going to happen. We always say, oh, I am in this problems because that man, he possessed me and he made me do all the wrong things, and that is why I am in problems. But we have to understand, why did we go to that man? because we wanted things easy, because we wanted a shortcut, because we wanted a cut which can ease us from hard work. So, we have to understand that when we are being irresponsible, we enjoy blaming others. For career, we are blaming our parents. For our married life, we are blaming our partners. And for a bad social life, we are blaming our kids. But we need to understand that we are 24 hours radiating energy. If we are a hardworking person, if we are a disciplined person, if we are a time peccable person, if we are doing all our small to big responsibilities, keeping to the code of conduct, keeping to the code of maryadas, then we are going to radiate highest amount of positive energy, and no negative, no imbalances, no pitra dosha can even touch us. We have to understand that all the vidhi, for example, you take a plate, you put, or you take a banana leaf. Now why banana leaf? Because if you put water on that, it does not absorb. So we have to learn in life that anything which is depressing, anything which is giving us low energy frequency, we are not supposed to get into it. Then we keep betel leaf. Betel leaf helps to digest the food properly. It purifies our intestine. It is going to clean our digestional memory. And then slowly we understand that we keep a ball of rice. Why? Rice gives us form of satisfaction. Then we mix curd and sugar. It is protein, it is actually action. Protein means something which is tough, but it is added with sugar. And then we put it on the rice ball. That peace and satisfaction. Then we use a till. Till is why? Because it's the smallest thing, so we offer it. So even the smallest desire of the departed should not remain. And what do we pray? That, see, you don't worry, I will take all the responsibility. We are happy, satisfied, and at all the peace, and you can go further. So we are not putting why is the problem, because my father was like that. Why is the problem? Because my life partner was like that. Why is the problem? Because the luck of the child is very bad. But why there are problems? Because we are not taking responsibility. Are we taking a single responsibility? Many times it is seen that we are seeing that, people are saying my kids are not making up with career. Why they are not making up with career? Because you are not radiating the energy of responsibility. The maid is doing everything, the watchmen are doing everything, and you are just hanging in the air somewhere. And then every time, what do? You do pujas, and then you go to the programs, and then you go to the pilgrimages and all this. And why you are doing this? Because God should bless you that everything happens good, and you will do nothing. So do you know that if you are going to do like this, God is not going to help you? So you have to come forward and take responsibility. For example, we are going in the night time, and there is a signal, and there are no cars on the road, and there is not even a CCTV camera to catch a snap of your car. And you will obviously break the signal, because you will say, I will save 10 minutes, kaun dekh raha hai. But the habit of breaking rules from the smallest thing slowly creates a habit of breaking bigger rules. And then slowly you start breaking the laws. Then you start breaking people's head, and then you start breaking people's heart. And then slowly in lifetime you get a very big breakdown. You have to understand that when you follow small rules, you start curving your nature. You start curving your manas ki no, I cannot do it, it's not right, I cannot do it. When you start saying no to yourself, when you put a vrata on you that no, I cannot flirt with people, I cannot be a characterless man, I am a decent man, I am a yogi, I am a blessed one, I am a devotee of God, I am a believer. Slowly, you start saving energy inside you. You start developing responsibility, the power of strength inside you. And slowly, you become the most strongest person with the best purushartha. Because what happens when you break small rules, you will not realize when you start breaking rules in the office. You will not realize when you start breaking rules in family life. Slowly you will realize that you just start behaving a bull in the china shop. You don't understand what to do, when to do, why to do, because you have a habit of the shortcuts. So we have to remember that we have to take responsibility. We have to judge ourselves and not others. We have to see that, okay, why the child is doing all these wrong things, why my career has gone low, why everything is gone low, because I am a irresponsible person. We cannot say, oh, God will help me. God is in everyone and everything, but we have to get up with the power of karma. See, our bhakti should not be a lip service, it has to come to the hand service. And when we do all this, our Shri Rama Tattva awakens. So responsibility means Shri Rama, and any form of vrata, vaikalya, vidhi, but all these things, or going to pilgrimage places, or going to the churches, or going to the weekly religious programs are not going to solve your problems. But every weak point inside you, to be lazy, to do wrong things, to gossip, to land up into mischievous situations, should be stopped. Now you have to say that this is wrong, I am not doing it. This is wrong, I am not doing it. And slowly you will start accumulating a lot of innate strength. Because when you say no, when you draw a maryada, you start accumulating more of energy. If we see the epic of Sri Ramayana, it is Sri Adi Shakti who is a Nishkalanka. But even when she crosses the Maryada, so she lands up in the garden of Ashok Vatika. But why it is known as Ashok? It is actually Shok Vatika. It is the garden of sorrows. So even the Divine Mother, the Blessed One, when she crossed the Maryada, she landed up into sorrows, into pain, into agony. But we have to understand that why this scripture describes this description, because it is about crossing the boundaries. So we have to see to it that we are not into any wrong activities, and not, we cannot say that it's a small wrong activity, it's not that big. But this habit which starts forming of jumping like a rabbit and putting every wrong thing and calling yourself a playboy and landing up into a bigger mess in life will not be forgiven ever. So all our karmas are affecting us not from the past life but very much from the present life. So we have to see to it that we are being responsible to achieve our success, our happiness, our peace. When we are responsible, our wealth will never be coming to a dearth. Our health will never come to a dearth. Our peace of mind will never come to a dearth. So we have to understand that Pitra Dosham means you are irresponsible, and you have to slowly pull up your socks and start taking responsibility. You cannot go into the game of blame. Okay, so this is all about the Pitras and Sri Rama Tattva. Jai Shri Mataji, and please try and understand that we have to not say that this is all done by God. Actually, we are just trying to take convenience of God. We are doing what we want to do under the name of God, but when we are doing all this, God is judging us. But when we are honest that no, I'm not going to do anything wrong, I'm a Sahaj Yogi, so that time, if at all by mistakenly we have done something wrong, and we honestly take the responsibility ki ha, I have been wrong, I have taken shortcuts, I have been lazy, and I'm just blaming all the fault on somebody else, that is the time when Sri Kala Bhairava, the Dandadhikari, who is responsible to punish people for their kukarmas, even he sees, oh, this guy has done something wrong, but he is asking for forgiveness, and we are forgiven and we are out of it. Many times people say, when you say all this, now I just get into depression. But when you are saying why you married a wrong person, because the life partner was fake, why you are less educated because parents didn't put you in the right college, why you are not performing in your career because the COVID time the situation was like that. But after doing all this, inside somewhere, you are a liar, you are a fraud. So you are creating a black hole inside your consciousness, and all the strength inside you is going to hell. Why do you go and ask people, what should I do? Should I do commerce or should I do science? Never ask this question, because When you do love marriage, you have so many obstructions, but it is your decision, so you fight. You swim seven seas and go and achieve it because you wanted to do it. Similarly, when you are choosing your career, if at all you believe in someone and he's guiding you, do this, do that, but what will happen when you will face any challenge? You will give up. Why you will give up? Because oh, he said so, it is not working, and it's all his wrong. उसने बोला, उन्होंने किया, त्याने मला सांगितलं म्हणून मी केलं. पण तुम्ही कुठे होते तेव्हा? तुम्ही का ऐकलं? कारण की तुम्हाला शॉर्टकट मारायचे होते. So we have to understand these things, that when we take a decision, our subconscious mind, our kundalini energy, our innate strength comes in a link with us, and we not only with our conscious mind but with our subconscious mind take 100% performance. So we have to take to Sri Rama Tattva, that is taking responsibility and not cheating on smaller things or bigger things, and following the code of conduct, living an ethical life. That is a much better way to sort out the Pitra Dosham. And even the vidhis, the vratas are very holy, but they will give us motivation to do right. They will not solve our problems un and unless we are responsible. Jai Shri Mataji, thank you.